I'm just gonna do this. By the way, hello everyone. Today I'm gonna be talking about Kawata. If you don't know who's Kawata, well, this guy in this image, he's basically an god OC of mine, and he is probably the fifth powerful god in my alternative universe. He's really strong, so yeah. About Kawata, he is most likely known as the evil god, but I'll be talking about why he's evil. So, back then when he was like a goddess, if you don't know what's a goddess in my alternative universe, a goddess means like a younger god or a godchild or something like that. Basically, Kawata has a parent, same with his twin brother Chiriaki. For for Kawata, most likely he was not the likable goddesses because the other goddesses bullied him about him being weird and him being a demon. And basically they tease him because they think he's some weak ass demon or something like that, and they think that his disorder is stupid. Basically Kawata has some disorders, which is him having depression. He gets a bit of panic attacks back then when he was like really young, and sometimes he has a psychotic behavior a little because he's a psychotic sociopath. If you don't know, well, yeah. Basically, Kawata, he is like half percent evil and half percent broken, and he is not influenced or anything like that. Basically, about Kawata's past, it's really, really horrible. He was physically and mentally bullied because everyone thought thought his disorders are stupid. They thought he is weak. They thought demons are annoying or stupid, and they're kind of racist to demons. Yes, in my alternate verse, some goddesses were racist to some demons. Basically, to Kawata. Poor Kawata, he has to suffer through it. And basically, for his parent not cheering him, not caring for Kawata. Basically, his parent. Oh, I'm a Kawata worshiper. Yeah, we know that TMB. But anyways, Kawata most likely has suffered through all this when he was a kid, and it was really hard. Like every time when I'm trying to think about something, like when I'm listening to I don't know, vent music, I would imagine Kawata getting bullied a lot, and it's a lot of blood, and it's horrible, and I don't like it. Because seriously, Kawata didn't even deserve all that. He was just a kid who has disabilities, which people thought it was stupid or horrible or forget the disabilities. We can bully him whatever we want. Yeah. Basically, Kawata has been bullied a lot, and he had a lot of bruises on him, and he wears an eye patch because one of the goddesses scratched his eye really hardly. Like, they scratched his eye really hard, and basically it bled a little, and somehow they affected his eye to green, so his eye is a green color. But basically about Kawata, he'd been bullied a lot, and somehow when he was adult, he decided to get them back. Which makes him to kill a lot of gods. He basically killed so many gods back then. He killed a lot of them, and that's why there's less gods today in my alternate verse. Basically, Kawata killed all those gods. And Kawata, he could be blamed for it, but blame them, in my opinion, because I feel like they deserved it because they have bullied Kawata, they have injured him, they have put him into so much pain that someone should not feel. And I understand Kawata's pain, but basically, I would not go on a rampage and kill all of them. Well, that was Kawata's psychotic behavior. And Kawata has a lot of forms. Basically, he has like over 100 forms, I would say. But the most popular ones, in my opinion, which ones are my favorite, which is his normal form, his demon form, his sea monster form, his shadow form, and his nightmare form. And sometimes his, hold up, and his angel form as well, and his darkness angel form. So, yeah, basically those are my favorite forms of him. And Kowai is like an interesting character I have made because, yeah, I'm happy that I made him. And basically about Kowai, he has 2 kids, which is one Griffin and the other one, which I didn't decide the name of them. And basically they're non-binary. So yes, Kowai has a son and Kowai has a non-binary child, and he had like 2 wives, which was one the god of succubuses, and her name was, oh, hold up a minute, okay, I didn't decide on her name yet, so sorry. Oh damn. But basically, for Kowai's first wife, she was the god of succubuses, and basically she was really psychotic, and she killed one of Kowai's best friends, which made Kowai so upset. He injured her really badly, and basically for that he married another woman, which was Lilith, and basically they did the naughty stuff, and that's how the 2 twins were born. Basically, Kowai has some friends. Basically, his friends are Zilla, Phantom, Gnocchi, not Gonoki, Gnocchi, and Ruji, hold up, and Lucifer and Satan. Those are his best friends. And yes, he is friends with some demons, basically, because he's a demon god, of course, an evil god, or a broken god, because he most likely has suffered a lot of pain, but he's kind of evil. It's because he killed so much people. Basically, god haters and the other gods. And of course, Kowai had this horrible execution back then he made, which was basically him doing horrible things to servants or guards if they did something horrible, or if they disobey Kowai, because Kowai is a strict god, and basically Kowai is not that happy, and he doesn't like to interact with other gods, but he only trusts some gods, which is his friends. And basically Kowai doesn't like interacting with other gods because he feels like they're gonna bully him in the past. And Kowai wears an eye patch to cover his face because he doesn't want people to see his right eye. And he's insecure about people looking at his right eye because they're gonna think he's ugly or something, and he doesn't want that to happen. And mostly for Kowai, he suffered so much. He suffered really bad. And he has a twin brother to care about him, but basically they don't like each other that much because of Cherryaki being a angel god and Kowai being a demon god. They are kind of racist to each other. Yes, in my alternate verse, some angels and some demons are racist to each other. But they still love each other though. But it's like a hate-love relationship they have for siblings. And basically, when Kowai hired his first wife, and they had to take take their non-binary child to something, and basically for his first wife, sorry if I say basically because I kind of like saying that so much, sorry, Well, his first wife did horrible things to Quata's son, aka Griffin. She did a lot of horrible things. She did stuff to Griffin which were child abuse, sexual abuse, and physical abuse, emotional abuse, and plenty more abuses. And Griffin hated that, and she was really sinful. I don't know how to say that word, but she was really horrible. And she was a horrible babysitter, and basically she was like a mother figure to Griffin, but she was abusive. And Kowai noticed about this and his wife too, so they killed her in the most brutal way. Like in a brutal way. And basically for Kowai's servants and his maids and his butlers, basically for Mizuru, he's not the only one. There's a lot of gods that he killed, and they're now his servants and maids and butlers. And Kowai treats them really badly, just how and they deserve that because they treated Kowai horribly, and they most likely hurt his feelings and hurt him and did horrible things to him. So Kowai did that for karma. And Kowai would also do anything to, to make Griffin as him. And basically Griffin is like a mini version of Kowai, but a gothic version, a depressing version, and plenty more. And there was this one time where Kowai forced Griffin to kill a chaotic god, a chaotic lord. And basically, Griffin did that, but he just only did injuring. But the chaotic god laughed because he realized he was gonna die. And he wanted to get Kowai's attention, and basically, Griffin has to kill the chaotic god in the most brutal way. It's by smashing a pole, kind of like thing, into his head, and all his brains came out, and all the blood came out, and most likely his eyeballs were squeezed out. It's just like popped out from the eye socket, like like that. And it was very traumatizing for Griffin to do that, and Kowai was really malicious, basically. Because of course Kowai would be malicious. And I do know what malicious is, but I basically forgot some other facts about it because I'm stupid. So yeah. For Kowai, he does not interact with other gods. He only interacts with himself. And basically he talks to himself a lot. A lot. And I mean a lot. And every time when Kowai's into a fight with his twin brother Cherryaki, their parents, most likely their parent is non-binary, by the way, and they have to see if they're fighting or not. So yeah, that's it for now. Now you learn all the facts about Kowai. I hope you liked the video or not. Sorry if I said too much. So, bye.